Morning people, welcome back to F Politics. Nigel Farage just called out the Israeli ambassador for her government killing 50,000 Palestinian people. So, has he switched sides?
Israel's running out of friends, isn't it? But something like 50,000 Palestinians have been killed since the 7th of October. It's a lot of people. But when you get an Israeli cabinet minister talking about aid going into Gaza, saying not even a grain of wheat should get in, you can see why the international community struggles.
So all of that was spot on. Why is Nigel Farage talking sense? You have to remember, he's been backing the Israeli government while they've been indiscriminately bombing the whole of Gaza, killing tens of thousands of people for the last year and a half. Despite Israel repeatedly bombing hospitals, Nigel Farage said it was insulting to suggest that Israel was targeting civilians. He repeatedly said we need to stand 100% behind Israel and that any criticism of them was a betrayal.
Have we betrayed Israel? Some will think that's far too strong a question. But you know what? That's how it feels to me. I see a shift in our attitudes towards Israel and Israelis.
His right-hand man, Richard Tice, repeatedly called the marches and protests against what Israel was doing anti-Semitic, which I find incredible because this is the same guy who tried to sue me for calling the organization he set up anti-Semitic for using a picture of a Jewish Holocaust survivor holding puppet strings controlling politicians. And just like with reform, you are starting to see more and more conservatives finally start to turn against Israel.
For many years, I've been in this house 20 years, I have supported Israel pretty much at all costs, quite frankly. But today, I want to say that I got it wrong.
Which begs the question, can the people who backed Israel ever really join us on the right side of history? Let's put it this way, everybody who's backed Israel for the last 18 months, they watched all the deaths happen. There's been a weekly, if not daily counter showing how many people Israel has killed. And during that time, people on our side of this discussion have been saying we need to stop selling arms to Israel, we need to start sanctioning their politicians, basically putting as much pressure as humanly possible on Israel to get them to stop. But because of the forces that have been backing Israel, that hasn't happened. And even everything that Israel does from this point on in the future will be because we failed to stop them in the last year and a half. So anybody coming out even now to say actually things have gone a bit too far, you're not just responsible for the 50,000 people that have already been killed, you have facilitated everything Israel is still yet to do. So while yes, the more people that eventually come out against Israel the better, because ultimately that's all that really matters, let's not pretend that any of their hands are clean, especially because the reason they're doing this now is because it's now become so undeniable that supporting Israel was the wrong thing to do. And especially given that younger voters, so the future of democracy, can see the reality of what Israel is doing, their political careers are over if their words and politics don't match reality. So anybody that's choosing to believe what Nigel Farage is saying as some genuine concern for the people of Palestine just likes Nigel Farage. They don't actually care. I'm Femi. Make sure you follow F Politics so politics doesn't F you. Have a great week.